an autistic trait that I don't think is talked about that much is the fact that a lot of us have a strong sense of justice.
Talking about how a strong sense of justice is a symptom of autism, and
I have a very strong internal sense of justice, and it makes it really hard for me to have debates with people.
Let's talk about it. So as some of y'all know, I'm a second-year med student, and I've recently started watching The Good Doctor. And for y'all who don't know, it is a show about a neurodivergent doctor, or resident, I think. He's a resident at the moment, or just finished his residency, whatever. Well, anyways, this got me thinking, right? My neurodivergent thoughts just really started, stimming. If you don't know, now you know that most ASD research is actually based off white cis men. And because of all of those unspoken societal rules, a lot of women are misdiagnosed because of the fact that they mask a lot better than men do. We're not even going to get into the intersectionalities of race and autism. We will just a little bit, pause to read. Well, anyways, I actually was diagnosed as a child with autism. My mother told me when I was like 13 or 14. Do you know how autistic you have to be? As like a Black woman for doctors to actually diagnose you with autism as a child? Like, I was giving spectrum. What I didn't realize, though, was that my moral compass and my strong sense of justice didn't come because of the fact that, I had the heart I had. It was because of my autism. And don't get me wrong, in a lot of ways, this helps me, especially with the occupation I've chosen. But what I find interesting is how difficult it's been when it comes to navigating friendships and relationships with this strong sense of justice. If you've watched any of my videos before, you know some stuff's happened to me. And a lot of times I kind of sit there and be like, why are you doing this? Or why do you think this is okay? Not because of the fact that I even felt like I deserved necessarily that treatment as much as this is what was right and this is what was wrong. What nobody talks about is with having this strong sense of moral justice comes this inability to notice social hierarchies and how societies already work and how you need to implant yourself into them. I just kind of come in, you know what I mean? Just messing up everything, messing up the status quo and it all. People who enjoy this hierarchy, people who purposely utilize and oppress others for their benefit because the hierarchy works for them, hate me. They hate me. Because first, they don't put fear in my heart. Because I don't see it. I just don't physically see what they're trying to do. But also, they think I'm just incapable of peeping. Let me play the clip that makes it make sense more.
Very good at watching. So I'll notice things that other people don't. And because I don't necessarily understand social norms, I can see right through them. It's not that I don't understand them, it's I can kind of see how stupid they are. The expectations that are put on people. Things that have become normal that are not normal. I found a lot of times in school I would be reprimanded for speaking out about things that weren't right. And I don't think that's necessary.
It is a bad thing, but go to the part 2 because I'm running out of time. Hey, welcome back. So autism, having a strong sense of justice, being a doctor, and how that all works navigating the world, especially when it comes to authority and friendships. Let's get into it again. So first, I brought up The Good Doctor for 2 reasons. First, I'm really happy that we're coming into an age where people who are neurodivergent are starting to at least get their flowers and understanding that having the ability to see the world in a completely different way than others actually benefits you to see more perspectives and more answers, more pathways and how to get to the solutions that we all want. But also what I noticed in that show is how my homeboy doesn't subscribe to authority telling him what to do just because an authority figure told him to do it, he's gonna ask the why and he's gonna tell you if he thinks you're wrong, but he will also tell you when he knows he's wrong because of that strong sense of moral justice. So I'll notice that within myself. If I am wrong, I will go up to you and let you know, and I expect the same because right is right and wrong is wrong, right? But then you find yourself in situations where, let me play a clip that makes it make sense.
We're always going to look like the problem to people that don't like to acknowledge problems. So because you can see the problem, that makes you the problem now. They were fine with ignoring.
So now combine this strong sense of moral justice and this inability to see the social hierarchy and social norms that you're supposed to be following, and then combine the occupation of being a doctor. And now you got The Good Doctor, right? Now here's where it gets sticky. Society has been known to humble Black women at any opportunity that y'all deem fit. Now, if the general white cis man who is autistic is ruffling feathers because they're just acknowledging issues, stating the facts because of their strong sense of moral justice, if they are causing an issue, and we live in a society where Black women are consistently being humbled, told to shut up and being disrespected, and now you have a Black woman doctor who's doing the same thing that this white male doctor would do. Oh! It's difficult and it's a lot worse. Now you have crowds of people not only trying to make you seem like the problem because you've acknowledged the injustice or aka the problem, but you have your authority figures upset because you won't just bow down to them. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, no, I need a why, I need an answer. This needs to make sense. And in friendships in particular, I've had so many of my friends kind of end up being like, do you think you're better than me? No. Well, first of all, you think I'm better than you because I don't even understand why you asked that question. But also, I just have a compass that is almost impossible to shift. Like, I've gotten physically sick trying to do something that feels morally incorrect in my heart. Now, as a physician, that's a great thing to have because I'm going to be doing my due diligence. I'm going to make sure that I'm doing what's right. But as someone who just wants to have friends or has to work with people above me, it's really difficult navigating that. If you're neurodivergent, let me know how you feel about this concept. It's really, yeah. Well, anyways, thanks for coming to my TikTok.